In Portugal's snap election on Sunday, the centre-right Democratic Alliance AD, led by Prime Minister Luis Montenegro, won most seats but fell short of the majority mark for the third consecutive election in 3 years. The AD secured 32.7% of the vote and 89 seats, up by 9 from the last election. The Socialist Party and the far-right Chega were virtually tied in second place.
The Portuguese people have given a vote of confidence to the government currently in office, have given a vote of confidence to the Prime Minister who coordinates the work of this government, and say that the main alignment of the government's actions should be the program presented for election.
Montenegro has ruled out forming a coalition with Chega and plans to govern as a minority. However, analysts warn that without broader support, his government is likely to remain fragile.
If the government stands alone, it will be a very fragile government. The alternative is to imagine a kind of coalition like in Germany between the Social Democrats, or the ruling government, and the Socialist Party.
In a major setback for Europe's rising nationalist movements, a centrist mayor and former mathematics professor Nicusor Dan emerged victorious in Romania's presidential election on Sunday. Dan defeated hard-right candidate George Simion, who had aligned himself with President Donald Trump and opposed military aid to Ukraine. The election result was seen as pivotal for Romania's future direction, particularly in terms of its commitments to NATO and the European Union, reinforcing the country's pro-European stance.
I think Romania have to continue the external politics, including Ukraine. So including helping Ukraine and contributing in a balanced way in a European effort to sustain Ukraine.
Meanwhile, the first round of Poland's presidential election ended with a highly uncertain outcome, as Rafał Trzaskowski, the centrist mayor of Warsaw, and the candidate of Prime Minister Donald Tusk's Civic Coalition secured 31.3% of the vote. He was closely followed by Karol Nawrocki, a historian backed by the ruling Law and Justice PIS party, with 29.5% of the vote. The result was tighter than expected, reflecting Poland's deep political divisions. Trzaskowski, long seen as the favorite, has seen his lead narrow in recent weeks. The polarized political landscape sets the stage for a 10-second round scheduled for June. Rabindra Chauhan's report, DD India.